What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, the Hot Commodity Ant C, and today we are covering WWE Monday Night Raw from August 14th, 2023, live in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And we start out with the Judgment Day coming out to the ring without Finn Balor. Ripley says, lately, things haven't been going our way. Damian Priest says, at SummerSlam, Finn Balor should have walked out champion, and last week we should have won. As long as I am Senior Money in the Bank, we will dictate what goes on here on Raw. Finn Balor will dominate Cody Rhodes. He's not here, though. Judgment Day is not breaking up, but Finn Balor should be here. Where's Finn? JD McDonaugh then comes out, and Damian Priest says, dog, I'd be careful what comes out of your mouth. JD says, I don't want to disrespect Judgment Day. I have a message from Finn. He said not to worry about our friendship. Rhea says, we take orders from no one, especially someone not in Judgment Day. Dominic says, why don't you head to the back and let us handle business? And then Rhea says, we have a message for you to deliver to Finn Balor. Tell him we need to talk. And then Sami Zayn runs out and attacks JD McDonaugh. JD rams Sami's arm into the ring post and onto the steps. So immediately we have JD coming out. There's friction between the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest. They haven't been getting along. Damian Priest doesn't trust this friendship between Balor and JD. My question here that I'm posing is, will JD McDonough join Judgment Day? Or will JD and Finn Balor do their own thing? It looks like JD is helping Judgment Day, but I don't think Judgment Day wants him around. So let's dive into our first match. Sami Zayn, who is one half of the tag champions, taking on JD McDonough. And this is a very good match, a lot of action here. And the end comes after JD nails a headbutt, but Sami hits a haluva kick and gets a 3 count. A lot of great action. JD is a great wrestler in NXT, and I'm excited to see what's more to come with him now that he's going to be in more action. Sami Zayn did great as well. Sami Zayn's a star athlete, so great match between these two. Check that one out. Next, we have Chelsea Green, who is one half of the women's tag team champions backstage. She tells Alan Pierce that she worked hard and will tell his manager if he tries to strip her of the titles. She wants to hold a Chelsea Got Talent audition. Kate and Carter and Katina Chance come over and they tell Chelsea that they want a title shot once she gets a partner. And then Piper Niven shows up out of nowhere and attacks both women. She takes the women's title and she tells Chelsea, I'm your partner now. So Chelsea Green's nervous about this. She didn't really want to be Piper's partner, but Piper Niven is a strong, formidable person to have in your corner. So I think with these two as women's tag team champions, it's gonna be good. So Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, your WWE Women's Tag Champions. Next, Cody is backstage, and he says Finn isn't the only leader in Judgment Day. I'll be ready for him tonight. So some good words. We then have Imperium. They come to ringside. The Intercontinental Champion Gunther is on the table, and Gunther says, I am here to address Chad Gable. I was really impressed with his victory last week. Former Olympian, could be the best athlete here in WWE. I completed in a year what he couldn't do in his whole entire career. Alpha Academy then come out, and Chad Gable says, shush, please. 2 weeks ago, you said I couldn't last 5 minutes with you, but I beat you at your own game. I've been waiting for an opportunity for years. Tonight, it's me and your boy, Giovanni. So strong words there from Chad Gable. And then also, before this promo ends, Ludwig Kaiser starts to throw at Maxine Dupree, and Maxine slaps him. So let's cover the match. Chad Gable versus Giovanni Vinci. Great match between these two. Again, this has been a great night of action so far between the younger talents. Chad gets the win, though, after a chaos theory, and he gets a 3 count. My question that I'm posing is, can Chad Gable be the one to stop Gunther? I don't think so. We'll find out tonight on Raw, but I don't know. I think he's going to have a great match with Gunther, but Gunther's not going to drop the title right away. Afterwards, Gunther says, Otis, you are the armpit of humanity. I challenge you to a match right now. So then we have the Intercontinental Champion Gunther defeating Otis after a powerbomb. And then after the match, though, Chad Gable runs in and nails Gunther with a German suplex. And Gunther looks furious. We'll find out on Raw next week if Gunther can defend the title against Chad Gable. Next, Finn Balor and Damian Priest argue backstage. Rhea says no one is afraid of us anymore because of this fighting. JD shows up, and Finn Balor says, "We'll talk later." And then Finn tells Judgment Day that they will end Cody Rhodes, and they agree. We then see a scene from earlier tonight. Drew McIntyre is backstage. He's getting interviewed, and then Matt Riddle shows up and wants to team with Drew, and Drew says, "Let me think about it." So the Viking Raiders come out to take on Matt Riddle and Drew McIntyre. Drew does agree. He comes out, and these guys, Drew and Matt Riddle, get the win after Riddle nails a floating bro, and Drew nails a claymore. Now, this is like the fourth team that Riddle has been put together in, but my question is, can Matt Riddle and Drew McIntyre become future tag team champions? I don't really know. I really see Drew as a single star. Matt Riddle so far is not really going to get a push, it seems like, but I don't really think those two guys are going to last as a tag team for much longer. Raquel Rodriguez is backstage with Indi Hartwell and Candice LeRae, and they tell her to heal up, and then she'll get a chance at Rhea Ripley. So Raquel still can't challenge Rhea, but Indi Hartwell can. And before the match, Matt Riddle and Drew McIntyre are backstage, and the New Day confront them, and New Day, they have folding chairs, which is relevant to the viral video going around of the group that was fighting on that boat. They confront them, New Day, and they challenge McIntyre and Matt Riddle to a match next week on Raw. Back to the match, the World Women's Champion Rhea Ripley defeats Indi Hartwell after a riptide. However, after the match, Candice LeRae attacks Rhea, and then Indi Hartwell and Candice double team Rhea Ripley. And my question is, who can stop Rhea Ripley now? Candice LeRae is a great wrestler. She could be a great challenger to Rhea Ripley, and I would like to actually see those two go at it, but I don't think Candice can stop her either. I'm really looking forward to Rhea and Raquel. Next, we have Shinsuke Nakamura coming out to the ring with Michael Cole. Nakamura speaks in Japanese, and he just basically says that he wants the world championship. And then the world champion, Seth Rollins, comes out. Seth says, "Last week you set me up and knocked me out, and all in the name of a title shot. You're not telling us the entire truth. Every week I stand here with the entire world singing my song. I'm a fighting champion. If you wanted to crack, all you had to do was ask, but you didn't. I am less concerned with why you kicked me, but more with how I can get even. I got a surprise for you. The best way for me to get what I want is to give you what you want. Challenge accepted. You name the time and place, and I'll be there to kick your ass. Now shake my hand." And then Shinsuke shakes Rollins' hand, and then he whispers something to Seth Rollins, which nobody knows what he whispers to him, and Seth looks really nervous and kind of scared. And then Shinsuke nails a King Sasha to Seth Rollins from behind. What did Shinsuke say to Seth Rollins? And is Shinsuke Nakamura the worthy challenger to Rollins? I think he is. What do you guys think? We then see The Miz backstage. He trashes LA Knight, and he says that he will beat someone more dominant than LA Knight, and I might even show up on SmackDown on Friday. So that's going to be interesting. We then have Becky Lynch taking on Trish Stratus here, and the match ends up in a double countout as the two fight in the crowd. And then Trish and Becky fight up in the stairs. They fight in the lobby. Zoe Stark attacks Becky, pulls her leg. Trish ends up showing Seth Rollins' t-shirt, and then Trish hits Becky with a shit kick, and the crowd goes nuts. And then Adam Pearce tells Trish Stratus that she will fight Becky Lynch at Payback in a steel cage match. So I'm excited for that. Becky and Trish in a steel cage at Payback. I'm definitely excited for that one. And then we have our main event, Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor. And this is a good match. But Cody gets the win after Damian Priest tosses the briefcase in. Cody grabs it, hits Damian and Finn with the briefcase, and then Cody nails a crossroads. However, after the match, Dominic Mysterio and Damian Priest attack Cody. Sami Zayn runs out with a steel chair, but Sami goes to hit Priest with it. But JD McDonaugh runs out and attacks Sami, and they lay out Sami Zayn. Damian hits a South of Heaven to Cody, and then Finn nails a coup de grace. They then attack Sami Zayn on the floor. Damian Priest nails a razor's edge to Sami Zayn through the announce table, and then Finn nails a coup de grace again to Cody, and he sits on Cody Rhodes. And Judgment Day stand tall to end Raw after weeks of arguing. Finally, Judgment Day has it together. My question is, who can help Cody Rhodes put an end to Judgment Day? We saw Sami Zayn get taken out, or will Judgment Day just continue to wreak havoc on Raw? We will find out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay safe and stay insensitive.